Dennis with GreatDad.com, and I'm here with Hayden again, and we're talking about
the Orbi router.
The Orbi router from Netgear. We had previously done a review of their gaming router, which had some special features to maximize the gaming experience. But this is the Orbi. This is the Orbi router, which is really meant to be a family home router for houses up to 5,000 square feet.
5,000 square feet.
So big, big covers a big area. We tested a 2-unit pack, which includes the router
and the satellite.
And the idea is that you put the router attached to wherever your internet comes in, and you put the satellite on the opposite side of the house and up on a different floor.
And then that creates a mesh network.
Right. So mesh networks are the newest thing.
Yeah. So basically, instead of having multiple different routers and having all these different network names, having to change them when you go into different rooms, this creates one network that's, like, from what we've tried, it's much faster than having the separate networks.
Right. So what did we have before? We had time capsules.
Yeah.
Apple time capsules throughout the house. Different networks, which were really hard to manage.
Because every time you walk into a room, you have to go in settings.
Change network.
It would take you like a minute.
But it also created real problems if you had any kind of home network devices, like we have a Sonos sound system throughout the house, and linking all those two together, all the systems together were really a drag. So
this just makes it so much easier.
This makes it so much easier. Now, Xfinity with Comcast is also coming out with this. The mesh network concept is not something unique to Netgear, but I think they've done a real good job with it based on our tests. Now, if we take a look at our data, I did some rough calculations. I went around the house and I took my my Apple laptop, my MacBook, and I tested
speed tests.
The internet speed on all of our different devices, all of our different router systems, unplugging all the rest. It took me quite a while because I wanted to make sure that we only had one router going at the same time, because they advise against having multiple routers working, so they don't want you having a time capsule working, doing your Wi-Fi to compete against the Netgear. Though, since then I've turned it on, it doesn't seem to affect things too much. But the Netgear, this Orbi router blew away the competition, blew away time capsules easily, but also, more importantly, even when it was right in the exact same place as the Xfinity router, it was about 25% faster. Yeah, so in my speed test, we have a really fast here in San Francisco. I think they've maximized the speed of our internet to our house. So we get internet speeds up to, I guess the top one right with the router connected right where the internet comes in. We had 476 megabytes per second. The Comcast router, that's really fast. You don't always think it's that fast when you're playing games, but it's really fast. The Comcast router, this is just their about a year old Wi-Fi router, did 365 megabytes per second in the exact same position. The time capsule was down to about 9 megabytes per second. So
yeah, time capsules are really slow.
Right.
I would use that for gaming, like on my PS4, and you'd always get these huge latency spikes. Not a fun time, but with this,
you can make a big difference when you're gaming. Yeah.
Goes up to 150, upwards of 150 megabytes.
And when we looked at the data too, and we looked further away from the router, the speeds did decrease, and we went down to 385 megabytes per second to the second floor. Ways away from the router, we had 113 with the Orbi router, but those still really beat what the Xfinity router did. Now, you do have to say that the Xfinity was one single Wi-Fi point, so the only thing that was really a true test was when they were right in the same place. They don't yet have the satellite mesh network satellites in our market, though they are coming out with something called the Xfinity Pods, and that'll do what a satellite does in a smaller form factor, we've been told, and we'll be testing those when we get them, hopefully sometime soon. But right until now, they have the mesh network in concept, but it hasn't rolled out nationwide yet, right? Okay. And this has gotten 4.5-star ratings on Amazon. There are reviews on the side of the box that seem to echo what we've said. CNET, yeah, best Wi-Fi system on the network, best in class performance in most of our benchmarks. Magic that makes the Orbi the best mesh networking router I've used yet. So,
and for this package, it costs $329.
Yeah, it's kind of funny if you go on Amazon, it's $329 for the two pack, which is the router and the satellite, and it's $321 for the router and two satellites. So I don't know what's going on there. So I guess you can $291 for the 3-pack. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why you need.
I don't know
two satellites.
Well, I think if you have a bigger house and you want better connections, like I said, the further you get away, further you get away from them, they seem to do less well. Still really fast speeds, but if you wanted 400 megabytes per second, if that's really important to you for gaming or whatever, it's meaningful to have more satellites, right? It works with Alexa and Google Home.
And it also has an app.
It also has an app. Yeah, do we have the app? We can see the app. But you can control stuff. You can control the accessibility settings. And most importantly, for those of you, if you do buy this, there is a possibility of setting it up using your Mac or your PC, going into the admin and setting up that way. That was impossible.
It said
use the app to set it up. You will save yourself a lot of trouble. The app was simple, like within minutes I had it going. On the admin settings through the dashboard, through the router admin, not so easy. Yep, good to know. Okay, that it? Yep. I think that's it. We're going to go back and plug these back in because this is how our whole house is running at the moment. And we think it's a good deal. They sent these to us a couple months ago. We want to make sure we got a good test
It's done a better job than our regular Xfinity router, so.
Yep. Okay, Paul Baines with GreatDad.com. He's Hayden. We'll see you next time.